What's up everybody, welcome to the Phase Reviews YouTube channel. My name is Jordan, and if you are new here, thank you for joining me, and if you're a subscriber, welcome back. Today on the table I have a mini soundbar. This is an interesting product. It's kind of a cross between a portable speaker and a home theater soundbar setup. Today we're going to talk about, does this product have uses? Is this one in particular any good? And whether or not I think it's worth grabbing one for yourself. On this channel, I'm going to do a full unboxing as usual, show you what comes inside the package, set it up, tell you my impressions using it over the past little bit, and then let you know whether or not you should get one for yourself. Now, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing by the end of this video. I would love to have you around for all the future tech reviews that I do, and hit the notification bell, leave a comment, and like this video if you feel like it. But enough to talk about that. Let's dive into looking at this mini portable soundbar. This soundbar comes to me courtesy of a company called VILINICE. I've never heard of them nor worked with them before, but they sent this to me for review. Full disclosure. Now, I shared with them the same I'll share with you. My opinions are my own, and I'm going to share the good and the bad of this product and let you know, whether or not I think it's worth picking up. Now, this is an interesting product because normally when I think soundbar, I think of 20, 30 inch, 48 inch long models that sit in front of your TV and give you a stereo image, maybe not surround sound, but improve the audio from a TV. And this at 16 inches is more in kind of the portable small Bluetooth speaker size. But there are benefits to it being a bar, whether you like that design aspect or maybe it's more low profile. Perhaps you want something like that. Now, it's not going to deliver this wide stereo image that a bigger soundbar will. But maybe you just need a speaker in your garage, in your kitchen, or you just are looking to amplify audio for presentations or something like that. A small portable speaker like this could be the answer. I usually start with the box on this channel. There's not much to it. There's a picture of the speaker right here. There's no specs that I can see. There's some contact information, but otherwise pretty basic packaging here. So let's open this up. And right on the inside of the box, you're going to see the soundbar in the center and then this accessory cardboard box right here. If we take a look at that first before the soundbar, you'll notice we have an AC to DC power adapter, pretty standard right there. It's maybe, I think when I unboxed this before, probably about 3 feet long. So not terribly long, but pretty standard. You also are going to get a little remote. Okay, batteries not included. This has play, pause, fast forward, volume adjustments. You can switch your input. There's like an optical, Bluetooth, and auxiliary input. You can also adjust the EQ and turn the LED on the unit on and off, as well as mute. So quite a bit of functionality. This is very tiny, probably easy to lose, but throw it in your nightstand or your coffee table or wherever you're keeping your remote to keep track of it. They also include a few cables. They've got your RCA to 3.5 inch headphone jack type cable, pretty standard. Theirs is interesting because it has right angle cables. I've never seen that on an included cable, but you do get that. They also include an aux cable, so 3.5 tip ring sleeve to 3.5 tip ring sleeve, standard aux cable. And then they include an optical cable. So this is going to be the standard if you're using this with the TV. Most people go the optical route, but if you want to do something analog, you do have both of those cables as well. The last thing in this box is going to be the manual, okay? Oh, there's a model, SSO1, very creative. So the instructions in here, you've got kind of a layout of all the different buttons and inputs and outputs. I guess not really outputs. Info on the remote and what each of the functions do. And then, pretty comprehensive little guide. It's definitely thick. It's not just a quick start manual, and it has instructions for how to pair to the Bluetooth and all that stuff. If you've used any tech in the last 5 years, you probably don't need this manual, but you have it just in case. And they also have their contact info on it if you have any issues with the soundbar. Now, let's take a look at the soundbar itself. And really, I want to just call this like a Bluetooth speaker. It's not battery powered. You do need to keep it plugged into the wall. And it is a little bit bigger than your standard, portable Bluetooth speaker, 16 inches long. It's got a glossy finish on the back, this colored grill in the front, and the weight of this, you can tell a lot if something's cheap or not. Usually if it's just super lightweight and plasticky, this has really smooth edges. It's got a nice heft to it, glossy finish on the back, as well as 2 mounting points if you want to stick this on the wall. There's some rubber feet on the bottom if you're just going to set it on your media console or wherever else you're going to place the speaker. And then you have your inputs right over here. There's power, optical, aux, and a USB if you want to play files off of USB. And that's all there is to this thing. These are not subwoofers or grills or anything on the end. They're just plastic, and you can't really see much through the grill on the front. The color choice is interesting, kind of to go with the black, but you can be the judge if you like that design aesthetic for yourself. Now, using this with all the inputs, I tested optical, aux, they all work just fine. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to pair it up with Bluetooth. I really dislike doing sound tests in my videos. I've mentioned it before in the past, but by the time audio goes through this tiny, cheap lapel mic into my camera, into my video processing software, is exported, uploaded, YouTube does their compression algorithm, and then it comes through your internet and out your speakers, what you hear on the video is not what I hear in real life. So while I set this up, I'll kind of describe my experience with the audio quality. And in short, it's pretty meh. Honestly, this is going to be good if you have a very quiet source and you need to amplify it. And it's also good at dialogue. So if you are perhaps older or you have elderly relatives who struggle with hearing and they can't hear the dialogue on the TV, this little speaker is going to be great for that. What it does not do very well, unfortunately, is what it says on the box, immersive cinema sound for small spaces. This falls short in the bass department, in the low frequencies. To be honest, there's not really much of anything. I've actually, while I pair this, okay, we're paired up. While I have used little portable Bluetooth battery powered speakers, those honestly have had more bass response than this larger 16-inch one. It really just kind of drops off at the low mids. The mids and the highs are clear for what it's worth, and there's plenty of volume here to go beyond what your TV can do or what your phone itself can do. So again, if you need to just do presentations on the go, you need to amplify some dialogue for elderly relatives, something like that, or you just need some background music in the space in your home. This is nice. It's got a good form factor and it looks good and it's well made. But if you want, full deep sound, you're not going to get it with this guy, unfortunately. Let me throw on a little bit of music from the YouTube audio library. Okay, I'll turn that up. I'm going to face it towards my lapel. Okay, just so you can kind of hear it. And while I'm really close to the speaker, I do get a little more of the low end, but no sub bass, that's for sure. Here we go. So you can kind of hear like a little bit of where the bass should be, but it just sounds very, very flat. There's really no deep tones to it. Let me kind of skip through this song a little bit. Okay. So I've listened to this track on earbuds and other devices, and there's a lot of low end here. It's just not coming through, unfortunately. Okay, so that in my mind is a little bit of a downfall. It's surprising considering this is bigger than a lot of other, portable Bluetooth speakers I've encountered, but it really just falls short on the low end. But I don't think this product is without its uses. I mentioned them before. If you need to just increase the volume of something, to watch videos or share a presentation, or you need to, help someone out just with dialogue in their TV, or if you've got like a really old TV or a very cheap flat screen with terrible speakers, this probably will be an improvement over it, albeit not a huge improvement. And there's probably other sound bars you can buy for a bit more that will offer you more sound quality, perhaps with a less good, less quality build or less features. Okay, so in summary, I still think this is worth picking up for certain circumstances. I'll include a link in the description if you just want to check it out. Go read about some of the specs for yourself. I looked through the manual and couldn't find frequency responses, and honestly, I wouldn't have a way to test them anyway. But that's my review of this VILINICE mini soundbar. It's an interesting product, and for the right people, it could be a good pickup. Thank you to VILINICE for sending it to me. And if you want to grab one, there's a link down below. Please support the channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.